Hello friends, welcome to C Sharp Intermediate to Advanced tutorial. Now you are watching part 2 of the sub-series OneClick install. So here we are dealing with publishing the C Sharp application in a network share. You can see here how we are accessing the application, the publish location. This is the network path, then install location and publish.html. And this HTML file displays like this. In the last video, we learned about the basics of OneClick install. That's the slide you are viewing now. So Visual Studio provides application publishing wizard to generate installer. So this publishing wizard is available from 2005 and you can still invoke the same way even in 2019. In Visual Studio 2019. Using the wizard, one can specify the publishing target. In our case, the publishing target will be the network share path. So you can try with FTP and web address also as a publishing target. The publishing target can be, we already saw this in the previous video, local disk path. So when you choose the publishing target as a local disk path, this is not a common location and it will be the path local to the present system. The moment you publish it, or when you choose the publishing target as a network share location, it will be commonly accessible by many workstations. The same goes for FTP server and web location. This is even more powerful. In the previous video, we skipped the first option. That means we doesn't talk about a local disk path. We skipped the first option as it was not a shared location. This one. We will use a second option in our initial version of we will use a second option. That means we will use the network share location to publish the application, and the exe what we are going to create is greet.exe. It will be a simple application which will collect a user input and displays a message box. So we will number this as 1.1.1.0. so that's how we are going to version it. So this one will be the major version and this one will be the minor. This will be for patching and this one will get incremented automatically. So we can say this is an internal build number, right? So major version is important and minor version, so any addition of new feature, minor, and when there is a big change, that will be considered as a major version. Patch for bug fixes, this is for internal build number. So we will use the second option and our initial version of greet will be 1.1.0, means we will try with network share. Not means here we will try out with the network share. So we are going to use this second option. The client do install using the file protocol and a browser. So using the browser can be a Chrome or Internet Explorer or Edge, whatever it is, and in the address bar we will specify the file protocol and we will specify the network location to access the HTML file. So in the screenshot you saw, right? So that's how the HTML file displays the content with a button install. So using that install button, user will install the application on their client workstation. So we have to specify the file protocol. This is the machine name. You can get your machine name using the my computer properties. Then network share name, that means you have to share a folder path. After that, inside that you can decide the HTML file that will bring up the publishing screen. So this is the publishing web screen, and when user view it, it will give the information like version number, what is the application, and who is the publisher, and then a install button. So user will go with this install button and install the application on their workstation. If you see here, the page will be on the network share one system. This is the other system. From the system, using the file protocol, we will access the HTML file. So this is the stuff we will type in the web address. Now we will go to the demo and proceed with publishing the very first version of our Greet sample. Then we will install that. So this is Visual Studio 2005. You can try with any latest version. First we are creating a new project, Windows application, and location is temp, language is Visual C#, application name or solution name or project name we are giving it as Greet. So this will provide a UI. Here we will give name as Greet 1.1.1.0, or you can even give, so since that's the internal build number, I am skipping that. Then in the toolbox we are just bringing up a label. Then we will pull a text box. The text box name, I'm giving it as txt name. Then we will put one command button. btn Greet, that's all the name we are giving here, and text we are giving it as a Greet me. All right, and the Greet me. Message control space message box dot show. Okay, inside this handler we will just display a message box. Dot show. So this one shows the overloaded version. There are 21 overloads available. Here I am using the second overload, the text to display the message in the message box. So here I'm typing hello. plus whatever is typed in the text box dot txt, comma, the second parameter displays a message box in front, not this one, the second one, caption the text to display the title. So in the title we will just say greet. So that's all. Now we will run this and I will give name as Prasad, and title here you are seeing greet, that's the title, and hello Prasad, right? Now this is the temp folder in which we created our exe. We will open one more folder. And here, if you see properties, I mean this PC property, and this is the system name, and using that we can access the network. So you see I already shared a network path. So install location. So what you have to do, you can right click on any folder you want to share, then click on the properties. After that go to sharing, then you can perform the share option here, then click on share. So here likewise we have a share, and I'm just copying this network share location. Okay, for example, let us see how to share this temp3 folder. Click on share. Here you can provide any share name. Here I'm giving it as temp3 itself. Then I'm clicking the, here I'm clicking the share again. So the share location is shown here. Once you click done, click close. Now if I ask for network location, it will show both the folders as a shared location. Here I'm choosing property, sharing, advanced share, and I'm unsharing this location. Yes. Okay, so that share is gone, if you see. Okay, ignore all. So since we are already viewing the location, that error came. Now this is the location we are going to use for publishing the application. And if you want to know where is this location, what we can do, we can go to this PC, manage, and click on the share folder, shares. So install location. So once again, if you see, this is our install location, G drive, and here I kept a location called install location, and this is what I shared here. So the share name here is install LOC, and the path shared is G install LOC. All right. Now we will close this. We will copy this to the clipboard. We will go to our exe, right click the project name and choose publish. So before that, the best practice is save all work, then rebuild the solution. In the output, make sure there is no error and warning. So also I am changing the configuration to release. So the publishing actually takes place on the release, so that's what we will install on the client workstation. So it doesn't mean a debug won't work, but the good practice is changing the configuration to release. Now we will go to publish. Here it is showing localhost, right? Now we will type the location, or you can even go for browse, specify the location and open it. Here it is showing our network location. You can go through this. Where do you want to publish the application? You may publish the application to a website, FTP server, or a file path. So here we are installing it on a file path, but that's a file share, network share. The second option here we are choosing. So here it gave the dialog gave some example also how the publishing can take place. We are using the second option. From UNC path or a file share, so it automatically picked it from our previous screen. So we will accept the same and click next. So here we are going with the very first option. Yes, this application is available online or offline. A shortcut will be added to the start menu, and the application can be uninstalled via add or remove program. That means all the exe will be shipped from one machine to another machine. So here in our case, the network share and the client both are in the same PC, but you can visualize it as the network share can be in a different box, and application will be published on that box. When you place the check mark here on the very first option, that means the application will get downloaded to the target, to the client box, and get installed. So in the Windows registry, there will be a new application installed on the local machine. That means the local registry will have entry. In the second option, no, this application is only available online. That means no shortcut will be added to the start menu. The application will run directly from the published location. That means you cannot do install or uninstall. The application will be available on the network machine, and the application will run from that location. Here we will go ahead with the first option, and we will click next. The application will be published to here. If you see, this is the file protocol, right? Then we will click on finish. Okay, now we will go to properties. Here is a publish, right? Go to publish setting, and in the prerequisites we can remove this option. Then go ahead with the publish. So if you see, publishing is succeeded, and there is no publisher information available here. So we can close this, and we will go for option. Here we will specify the publishing language, ENG, English. We will choose United States or United Kingdom. Publisher name tube.coding examples. I'm just giving the channel name, and product name is grit. So here if you see deployment web page, if you want to change the HTML file name, you can do that, but here I'm leaving it as publish.html. Save all. The star is gone here. Now we will go for Publish wizard, we no need to go once again. So it will pick up all the settings which we provided previously. Here if you see major build 1, minor build 1 and build number also 1. That's what I'm giving. Here I'm saving it. Then for application assembly also we will set the same information. File version 1.1.1.1. Here also we will specify the same. Click OK. Save all. Build. Rebuild solution. Then go to publish. You can choose publish now here or publish wizard. All will do the same. Now this time I'm invoking publish wizard from here. I'm simply going to click next, finish, yes. And if you see this time tube.coding examples, application what we are publishing is greet, name of the application, version and publisher. Now this is how user will see it, or this location will be shared to the user. Now this time I will choose Edge browser, and from the Edge browser I'm typing this location, then I'm choosing the install. So the greet will get installed in this local PC. Do you want to open greet.application from this location? Yes, open it. So publisher unknown, but we specified the publisher name here. Maybe we need to specify this in the assembly also. Next time we will do it. For now here I am clicking the install. So if you see, the application is installed and it opened the exe also. Okay, we can access our exe by typing the greet, and once I click, it will show the exe ABC123. That's the name I'm giving, greet. Also, if I go to add or remove programs, there also we can see our application. Here I'm typing greet, and you can see the greet, and you have the option to uninstall this sample exe. We will uninstall it at the end of the 4th video. For now, let's keep it as it is. Now we will go to the published location also. So this is the share install location, and you can see the application is installed here. This is the publish.html, and here you will have all the required files to perform the installation. All right. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.